Hey everyone, welcome back to more road trip adventure. I believe this is episode 5. Let's just rock this. Let's go to a slick track. Let's chuck on our racing tyres. So that's one thing I just want to check quickly. I think there might be like wet tyres, like for the rain. Just have a look. Yes there are. About $2,000 though, so how about ours are really bad for the wet. What about off-road? So I probably want to continue using off-road tyres actually for this. I don't really have $2,000 to spend on wet tyres, and even if I did, I'd probably want to spend it on like transmission or something. So let's just do the race with off-road tyres. I think we can manage. I think we can still easily get top 6. Yeah, let's chuck up off-road, and let's just go for it. I believe if you do this with racing tyres, it's just like impossible, because that didn't even have a wet track rating. But yeah, you can see there's very little grip. It's taking a long time to accelerate, the engine's just flooring and nothing's happening. But even then, it's still a lot faster than everyone else, because as a dickhead rightly pointed out, I win because I have the right parts. No, it's got nothing to do with my driving, I just have the right parts, of course. So James is doing really well in this one. So's Cora, he's 6th person. Oh shit, I think James crashed into the wall. Well, there goes the prize money. Good work, James. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit more challenging to come first in without the right parts, so mainly aiming for top 6 here so we can move on, because money's not really an issue. Still have the right parts for the majority of the races, just looking to kind of get through the first set quickly, because the later licenses give more money per race as well, so obviously if you can get to the second set of races really quickly, you can unlock the parts and catch up very quickly. And the C ranking races are pretty easy. Like, I'm pretty sure it ramps up in difficulty. Around the B ranking races, the enemies get better parts. I think the AI stays about the same, a lot of them still crash into shit, like Gora did with the log, so I'm pretty sure that can happen to any of them, it's not just teammate AI. Speaking of which, they're way the fuck back. I think they're not dealing with the rain very well. They don't even have off-road tyres, so they're dealing with normal tyres on this track. Which probably means they're just skidding around all over the fucking place instead of going forward. This is actually a really quick race compared to most of them. Like, Peach Raceway when I was grinding was about 30 seconds, which is pretty good. But that's with like improved parts. Although I guess the later licenses use that track too, and it is pretty quick. So regardless, this is a pretty quick race compared to like the 1.5-minute lap times of the last one. And it's also pretty straightforward. It's literally just a circle with like a little bendy in it. Well, yeah. A really easy first place, actually. Didn't really run into much resistance there. Oh, well, no worries. Oh, yeah, where the fuck were you, James and Goro? They took like a minute to complete their laps. That's pretty horrible. Oh, well. How's the race? Terrible. So yeah, that's it for that town pretty much. We're getting through this pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got my off-road tyres still, so we can just move right on. And go to White Mountain. Now this one I'm pretty sure I'm going to need new tyres, because this next one is snow. I think it's the only one that is actually snow, but snow does have its own set of tyres. To be fair, it's not just the race, there is a fair few mini-games and things you can do in that area that involve, you know, snow, obviously, so you need snow tyres. So yeah, just driving along this giant fucking hedge maze or whatever this is supposed to be. We were in like the Grand Canyon a minute ago, now we're in... I guess this is meant to be a forest actually, but it looks more like those are giant hedges. And it just cuts off and now we're in the mountains. But yeah, as I pointed out before, this world gets pretty diverse pretty quickly. And we've already seen a lot of it. We're actually going really quickly through this. Usually you'd like, obviously slow down and look around more. We are going to do that, but we want to really have the paths to enjoy it so we can get around quickly without having to like skid around like this, and be able to accelerate quick, be able to win the mini games and all that. So a lot of that, I don't know, it might be after the C license, or it might be after all the licenses. It really depends on how quickly it goes and how interesting it stays doing the races. And we're here, the like lodge looking Hughes Factory with the Christmas thing on it. So yeah, this one's rank B only actually. So we don't even need to be here yet, but I believe this does have a pretty nice parts shop because it is a area further on in the game. So let's just check that out quickly and see if there's anything we want to buy. I think we won't have any money for like the really advanced parts. Like yeah, studless, those are the snow ones. They also double as decent off-road tyres, but I'm pretty sure that the actual HG off-road is like better than this HG studless, so... Yeah, there's like a $8,000 engine here. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's buy an upgrade. Let's buy brakes. That sounds like a good idea. You know, if I upgraded my car in real life, I probably wouldn't want to fucking chuck a huge ass new engine in it. And although, I don't think people like swap out whole engines in cars that often, but I guess in race cars they do. But yeah, I probably wouldn't put a huge ass new engine in a car without chucking in new brakes, because that sounds like a horrible idea. Thankfully, the only consequence of crashing shit into this game is just kind of spazzing out a bit. So yeah, we have not done all of C license yet. No. Oh, that's a thing. But what I was looking for is this. Yeah, so what are we missing? Minor 49er. That's in like the Desert Canyon town. Then we're missing... Then the rest are rank B, so we've got one more to do. So yeah, we'll probably get that done this episode. But between Sandopolis and Mushroom Road, there's one more town, which is the Canyon town we drove past. We kind of drove past. It was like a let's stick with off-road because we're going over to the canyon. But yeah, it was kind of like a crossroad, and we went one way. We were supposed to go over the other first, but it doesn't really matter. So basically, what I'm saying is I did nothing wrong. I never do anything wrong. What are you talking about? Yeah. Might fast forward like to the end of the highway a bit. I don't think anyone wants to watch me drive over the highway again. That sounds pretty boring. Plus, if we do that, you know, we'll fit the race in this episode, definitely. So let's do that. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. And we are back to the sound of this kick-ass slap bass. Listen to this. Oh yeah. Who's this? Oh, I missed. Oh well. Fine, don't talk to me. Oh my god, we had to go like right here. Well, that was my fuck up. How did I read the sign wrong? I could have sworn it said left canyon, but you know what? Whatever. Doesn't matter that much. We can just get straight in there and get this race done, and then we'll have the B license. That's nice little wood cabin. Just like shitty Hughes Factory. I'm surprised it even has like the little turny thing that you can go on. It'd be hilarious if you just go on one and it's like broken, you like have to just awkwardly like fucking K-turn or something onto it. Anyway. Fuck knows if this has a dirt track, so let's have a look. And it's a dirt track, yeah. So yeah. If I recall correctly, this track is actually a bit of a bitch, and it actually has a neat little shortcut in it. I also like the soundtrack of this one. I don't know why, I just like the music. But yeah, this game has pretty like nice upbeat music in the race music. I really like it. Shame the open world doesn't have more of that. I don't know if that was a limitation or just something because they had the radio system in or something, but it would have been awesome to see more like custom area music or something. Oh, regardless. So as you can see, there's like this ramp. If you're game, you can like turn around, drive up the ramp, and shortcut up the whole mountain. It's a good way to lose yourself the race, but it saves you like 10 seconds. I said, I don't think any of the NPCs will do it, so it's pretty much just something you can do. Anyway, while we're in the middle of the race, not talking about much. I'd like to mention one of the other features of the game I remember, which is pretty novel, which is if you've got like a friend with the game, or you've got like, I don't know, a sibling or something who's playing the game on a different memory card, you can actually trade between two memory cards, like the parts you get and stuff. And it's got like this balancing system where if they're further in the game, then the parts they trade you cost more money, but yeah, you can trade parts with your friends. I mean, that's pretty neat, and it, later on you can even do it with like parts you earn, I'm pretty sure, like the devil parts you get at the end of the game, you can trade those over too, which is like the only way to get devil parts for your teammates. And it was as a neat little feature. I like that cross memory card play some PS2 games played around with a bit. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Jewels to the Roses did that. They did like a card trading thing between memory cards. You could do also a duel thing, I think, where you could duel between the decks and different memory cards. Man, that game kicked ass. That's what I need to do. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh! But with like this whole tactical, what would you call it? Like what's like Fire Emblem and stuff, that kind of game called? Like a turn-based strategy, yeah. It's sort of like a turn-based strategy tactical overview where you gotta like move about with your cards and position them, and you could like change the land with the land cards to do different things. It was a really fucking cool game. It's the only one of its type. I'm pretty sure they've not made a sequel or anything. I think they have done a few unique Yu-Gi-Oh! Games like that, but it's not a game I'm enormously into in the first place, like a card game or anything, so... But man, that game was crazy unique. But anyway, we're not talking about that, like, that's kind of a side tangent there. We're talking about Road Trip Adventure. Just really kicking ass in this race. Again, my teammates fallen behind a bit. Might have to get some money for them, so it earns me more money efficiently, so they can come like second and third. Well, that'd be optimal anyway. It would suck if they beat me, but thankfully the AI can be a bit dumb in this, so that often doesn't happen. But yeah, this is probably one of the longer races in the game. I don't know, it's only taking a minute and a half a lap. That's pretty standard. But There's something about this track that just feels really long. I think it's these corners here that you have to take really tightly and slow way the fuck down. It just ruins all your momentum. It makes it feel really slow. I don't know, this is like my least favourite track. Thankfully, I think this might only be C-Class fastest, I'm not sure. But, we'll run at any rate by a fair bit. So, there we go. But yeah, after this is in like B-Class and stuff, there's a sweet like volcano track in this town instead. And there we go, got a B license, awesome. How'd the race go? Oh, you didn't ask. You gonna ask? Fuck you didn't ask me how the race went. Do you not care? I just won, I came first by like fucking 10 seconds, Jesus. Fuck you too. So yeah, now we get to go back to Peach Town or wherever we want to go. We can do like White Mountain and do their B-track race. But yeah, the easiest way to get money is pretty much now that we're at the B rank, you can do Peach Raceway again, which is really good to grind for money anyway because it's a short, quick race. But do it on B rank, which makes you even more money. So let's just quickly do that before the end of the episode. Just earn that for the B license for the contribution to the Grand Prix. Oh fuck! I pressed the C rank one. Well, there we go. But yeah, as you can see, there's also Peach Raceway 2 for rank A. That one's not that much different from the normal one, unlike some of the other towns which have like a drastically different race. That one's pretty much just a different shape of the same course. But yeah, as you can see, they're going a fair bit faster than they did last time. It's taken a bit to catch up, and James is coming 20th instead of 3rd. Even I'm struggling a bit, I might need to upgrade. I think we can still pull it off, but I don't know, it's such a short race, it's hard to catch up. You really need to be faster than I'm in this one. The top 6 I think is doable. I'm already 11th in the first lap. Yeah, we can do this. 9th, come on. This corner can really fuck you up if you don't have adequate steering and stuff. At the start of the game, especially if you don't buy the steering, because, you know, it doesn't actually tell you to do that, then you can easily just slide way the fuck off into those sand pits. Which is funny but infuriating. So yeah, we're not even in top 6, come on. We're gonna really make the push and get there. We're not ready to grind this race yet, definitely not. If you're grinding a race, you'd like to come first and optimally have your teammates come in 2nd and 3rd. So probably still going to do Peach Raceway 1 for. I don't think we're even going to place. Wow, we might have to get new parts. Oh, come on. So close. So close. Came 7th. And my races came like last and 2nd last. So yeah, you do kind of need to get your parts. So there is a little bit of grinding involved, but you can't even say great if you didn't win. Wow. Or I guess if you didn't place. Terrible. Maybe you need better parts. Damn right I need better parts. I will do that before I continue on, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.